Hello, Ematron, Dubious, and OK Guy. Today, I have a Final Fantasy XIV stream. There's another event going on. They're just dumping events on us like it's no one's business. There's the Final Fantasy XVI event, crossed over with the Yokai Watch event, then the Yokai Watch event on top of the Make It Rain campaign. Though this is, I think, generally around the time that they always do the Make It Rain events. During May, after all. I think previous years it may have not been on May, but like they've been slowly trying to correct the event schedule ever since they had to delay things and cancel some events due to events that occurred years ago. So got my man face dog, I'm set. You've been doing the Yokai Watch event too, Dubious, I see. Hey Colchis. Aren't you streaming right now, Colchis? Or did you just finish? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, don't forget to get the rest of your yokai minions, Dubious. Get all of them, you get mounts, and then like go for the weapons as well, because then you get another mount, and then once you have everything, you get ugly mounts that you'll never use. You just wrapped up a bit ago? Okay, I see. Good timing then. You get to watch me do a... How long is this event probably gonna take? Probably 30 minutes if I had to guess. I read things, so it goes a little bit slower than usual. But if you're skipping all the dialogue, skipping the cutscenes, probably like what? 5 minutes. It's another short event, but that's kind of the Make It Rain event is a special event in Final Fantasy XIV. Because it's more of a, as long as the duration of the event is going on, there is a bonus to MGP gains. And if you're unfamiliar with the Gold Saucer, it's basically the Chuck E. Cheese of the Final Fantasy universe. So many little mini games, activities to do, daily micro events, little tournaments. There's a lot of variety. Last year's Make It Rain event stream that I did, I kind of showcased a little bit of everything, but I'm not really gonna aim for that this time. So, I don't know, if you're still curious on like what the hell you could do in the Gold Saucer, well, I don't show here. I have a pretty comprehensive guide in last year's Make It Rain event, which you can find on my YouTube or whatever if you wanna. If you're really curious and want to look, it shouldn't be too hard to find. But yeah, anyways, let's head on inside. So, what was I gonna say? Ah, man. The streamer rust is already affecting my brain. You like the new shades? These are like actually a really old asset. Like back from nearly when I first started VTubing. When I made the beach scene. And so I made like a pair of glasses, but sunglasses, but I didn't really like using them too much. And then on one of my other streams that I did, the unarchived ones, I put them on the slime hair, and like I'm like, wow, this actually fits better on him than it does me. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep it on today, because we're kind of doing a little bit of high rolling tonight, you know, gambling. Well, I like the old shades then. I'm just being stupid, I guess. Oh, cool new shades. Oh, actually, they're old. I made them forever ago. Me never knowing how to take a compliment. But yeah, the Gold Saucer, fun activity in Final Fantasy XIV for anyone just starting, because there are so many rewards you could get. There are mounts, there are minions, there's music. It's got Triple Triad, which is a card game where you go around and collect cards from the different bosses of every dungeon. You go around the world dueling NPCs with said cards. It's pretty fun for like anyone who's obsessed with collecting things. And there's also like glamours, weapons, armor sets, goofy things. And they're always adding new content here or there. Maybe a few new rewards every patch. Maybe a new mount if we're lucky. Some of these mounts get pretty expensive, but they're pretty big, they're pretty obnoxious. everyone will know that you have them, if that's your interest, I guess. I feel like you guys tricked me into learning Mahjong. I don't even mess with Mahjong. Mahjong is like something you can actually do in Final Fantasy XIV, but I just do not give a shit because I don't know how to fucking play Mahjong. And I know like every VTuber out there fucking plays Mahjong, and I'm just like, I don't have the brain capacity to learn this shit, so hence, I am not going to fucking play it. But it's there for anyone that actually enjoys it, but I don't think even anyone on the American or European servers probably even enjoy it as much as the people over on the Japanese servers. Because the queues are probably dead, and you're just gonna play against NPCs and AI-controlled opponents most of the time. I don't know. But if you haven't unlocked the gold saucer yet, I highly recommend doing it. It's not content like most Final Fantasy XIV players should honestly sleep on. They should get on it as soon as possible. Because there's like, it's just something fun to do while you're waiting for your dungeon queues. You just go in there, any gates they call them, spawn, you do them, and you get a set amount of MGP for winning. Though the problem is they keep creating a lot of gates that are instance content, so you basically end up not being able to do a whole lot in the gold saucer besides 2 jumping puzzles. They've made some older gates retired so they don't show up anymore, which is a real bummer. I hate Leap of Faith. That's a gate that is instanced, and it's the most annoying one, and it pops up way too often, and it's just depressing because how long some of the jumping puzzles take, and if you fail and fall off, you'll start all the way back at the jumping puzzle. I don't like that design for the gold saucer. Pretty much like bring back like activities within the gold saucer itself, so that while I'm waiting for dungeon queues, I could just go and do these optional little things and acquire this currency to buy cool rewards with. Though on my main character, of course, I pretty much have everything the gold saucer has to offer, and I'm also nearing the MGP cap again. So, you know, I'm just waiting for them to patch in new rewards and all that. But anyways, it's a 50% gain with this event going on. So compared to other events where it's a one and done type of deal, with this one, there's an active currency gain increase that lasts for the entire duration of the event. So it's not so much about the story and the reward as much as it is also making side progress on all the little things that you could possibly want from the gold saucer. And you get these rewards for discounted prices too. Well, some of the rewards. Some of the big rewards do drop in price for MGP, so you also save a lot of MGP and you make a lot of MGP. But yeah, this probably makes no sense to anyone who isn't a Final Fantasy XIV player. But then again, this is a Final Fantasy XIV stream. What are you doing here? This is my brain rot game. This is my comfort game. Anyways, I've been talking your guys' head off, your ears off, whatever. Oh, thank you for the follow, thank you for the follow, Solar Pixel. Let's hop right into Final Fantasy XIV, and then I'll continue talking to you guys there, as I'm also making progress through the little story quests. Ah. Let me go back down into my little corner. Is it worth waiting for dungeon queues for the early dungeons, or is no one ever going to show up? I mean, if you have friends, which, I don't know, reach out to Kolkus and me, we could pretty much just blast you through the dungeon unsynced, and you'll get the quick clear. You won't really learn the dungeon though doing it that way, but I mean, story progress is generally gated behind dungeons, and you'll be returning to those dungeons to level, so it's generally worth it to experience them for yourself, if you can. The way Final Fantasy XIV works is there's a leveling queue, which everyone always wants to do because it's the fastest way to level their classes. And so all dungeons are always relevant. When someone needs that dungeon, the higher level players will be placed in that person's dungeon to help them run through it when they need it. And there's never really any shortage of players doing the leveling roulette. But right now, it's probably kind of like, the game itself is probably not as bustling because we are like 1 month away from a new expansion dropping. So either people are returning or people are just waiting for the new expansion to drop to start playing again. Anyways, here we go. This is our quest NPC for the Make It Rain event. A tiny man. Hello, Tag Barrel Storage. XIV is convinced that the truth is out there. That electric attire. Wait, that eclectic attire, that distinct scent of the unknown. You, my good stranger, must be an adventurer. You have found yourself in the company of XIV, journalist of the Thavnarian Truth. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Are you aware of the festivities currently underway at the Gold Saucer? They guarantee a generous MGP bonus to those who participate, but I have reason to believe that there is more to this celebration than meets the eye. As a writer of the premier publication on unexplained and otherworldly phenomena, I was drawn not to the promise of copious cackpots, but to the rumors of enigmatic water imps that have suddenly proliferated amongst the saucer's patrons. I didn't know how to pronounce that word, Tag Barrel. Shut up. We at the Thavnarian Truth have been looking to expand our investigations across the star, and this supernatural scoop presents us with the ideal opportunity. Why have the imps made themselves known now? What do they intend to accomplish? I must cover this groundbreaking story with all due haste, but I cannot hope to answer all these questions alone. Tell me, adventurer, would you aid me in my pursuit of the truth? Excellent, excellent. Then let us reconvene at the Gold Saucer's entrance square. So I believe, like, anyone who still hasn't unlocked the Gold Saucer, I think the quest NPC, like, once you hit level 15 or 20, is, like, in this general area of Ul'dah. And that's basically your ticket in. You could start doing this, like, very early on. I think, what, level 15 or 20? Or, like, whenever you do the first dungeon and have all 3 of the major cities unlocked. Go to the airship land. I know I could just teleport straight to the Gold Saucer, but for event's sakes, I'll just do it the way that you would naturally progress within the game itself. No one actually travels by this, and so they all just get instant teleports everywhere. But this is also a way of doing it free if you're too cheap to pay the, what, 100 gil it costs to teleport to the Gold Saucer. Yeah, you get to see a little entrance. Whoa, Chuck E. Cheese. This place is bustling. Usually it's pretty empty, aside from the few dedicated few that hang out here. But when this event pops off, everyone shows up for the Gold Saucer. Ah, you've arrived. Noticed anything out of the ordinary? Oh my god, what the fuck is that? What is that little creature? It's scary. Wee-hee-hee. What the deuce? I think our creature is in costume. Indeed. An imitation, and nothing more. And here I thought I could rival the editor-in-chief with my own unprecedented article. Now, what am I to report? This is but child's play next to an extraterrestrial This is but child's play next to the extraterrestrial discoveries he has made. We have found the source of the rumors, but saucer imps unmasked. Just normal men and women in costume? Why, that sounds more to me like a waste of good ink. Ooh, it's unacceptable, worthless, unfit for consumption. Gods, I grow drowsy just thinking about writing such a thing. Our readership would be appalled. I don't know if my microphone's picking that up, but like someone's kids outside are screaming bloody murder right now. Fortunately, there's another curious lead that I wish to pursue. In doing so, we may frame our story around the current festivities, then recount the role of the imps within them. Yes, that might suffice. You see, as I awaited your arrival, I questioned the attendant at the front desk as to the imp's origins. Strangely enough, I was told that only a select few staff members were present in the planning stages of this affair, and fewer still know who proposed the initial idea. I was, however, informed that a staff member on the floor, a man attending to an imp, may have the information we seek. If we split up and search the saucer, we're bound to find him. Sorry, like, the screaming keeps happening outside. I shall leave Wonder Square to you. Let us reconvene here when our rounds are complete. In here somewhere. Is it they got basketball? They got the fashion report. They got these goofy little mini games. Well met, my good man. My companion and I are delighted to make your acquaintance. He cannot speak like you and I, but I assure you, he is oh so fond of making new friends on this joyous, impish occasion. What is this occasion, you ask? Why, the March of the Imps, of course. 'Tis a fresh new take on our annual celebration here at the Gold Saucer, as suggested by one of our staff. When we first received word of it, we were rather baffled by the concept, but it seems to have left a positive impression on our guests. To present our patrons with the most engaging experience possible, we've outfitted our attendants with impish attire. These costumed imps are free to frolic about the saucer and bring joy to those they meet with an adorable squee or a ka-pa-pa-pa. Why imps, one might ask? And they would have good reason to do so, alas. I myself was never told the exact reasoning. But if you're keen to learn more of the march, I know just the imp who can assist you. He is the one who coined the idea for it, after all. I last saw him on the second floor at the Manderville Lounge. He may still be there, if you hurry. If he should speak to you in the impish tongue, you needn't fret. He's particularly unique, even among his brethren, and he makes his intentions quite clear to those not versed in imp speak. Let's see what the next gate is going to be. The little imp minion that I have with me right here, actually, he is a Gold Saucer reward himself, so... He's a very old one, too, if I recall right. And he's just now getting his own little mascot costume. Yeah, leap of faith? Yeah, this is like the problem with the gold saucer. Anyways, if you never know where to go, you could just talk to these, any of the bunny girls and any of the plazas. They'll take you, oh my god, look at all these people. They're just waiting for the next gate to happen. Hopefully it's a good map and not an awful one. So we got 3 minutes to kill. First things first, I'm gonna drink some water. Got an ice cold water, and I'd like to drink some of it while it's still cold and not room temperature. Ah, delicious. Go somewhere a little bit quiet. One of my biggest gripes in Final Fantasy is just people that decide to randomly craft in random places. But I guess time is money, so some people, like, while waiting for these gates, are just like, I gotta keep crafting, gotta keep crafting. But when people do it next to market boards, which is a usual place for them to do it, I don't know, I'm just after a while, I'm like, I gotta get out of here, I gotta get away from this. There's a Kappa. Now, this giant structure right here is a gate itself. It's one of the older jump puzzles, like when the gold saucer first came out. You would have to, like, scale this mountain. And they added Leap of Faith later on, which is its own instance content. And I hate that because, as I said earlier, you're here waiting for queues to pop, and the gold saucer events just pop up, and you're able to do them. And then stay in your queue. But if you're gonna go into a Leap of Faith instance, you basically can't be queued for a dungeon, so it kind of defeats the point. Oh my god. The Tonberry coat goes so good with every mascot costume head. I've even seen people, like, using the Tonberry head as a, basically they dye it a very bright pink, and they just look like a giant dick from behind, walking around. It's almost about time for the NPC to spawn. Let's get here. Hopefully beat everyone to the rush, otherwise we're gonna get stuck in a queue. It's like the only time that there's ever, like, enough people queuing for this stuff that we actually have problems getting into the instances. Oh, it's the worst one. It's the worst one. I hate this one so much. Being unable to access the market board on free trial makes crafting a lot more interesting. Yeah, I guess. Okay. This one's hard to do. But also, we got more people blocking my vision, so I'll do my best to platform good. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is why I hate this one, is it actually requires, like, some skill and accuracy, and, like, doing it when everyone else is doing it definitely does not help. This is, like, the worst one that they designed. God. If people love stuff like MapleStory, then they'll probably like this gate, but I hate this gate. It's awful. Ah, shit, I missed the bronze. Ah, who cares? I don't need MGP. I'm just doing this to show you guys. These are slightly randomized layouts too, so they're not always the same, even though it could be the same map. So you could sometimes, like, this is like maybe one of the toughest ones I've seen for this layout, for this stage in particular. Okay, well I don't fall into the abyss and get a total reset here, so it's kind of nice. No, not worth it. Not worth it. Fuck that. Fuck that noise. Okay. Oh, so if I miss that jump, like, yeah, now it's like certain death. This is like get sent back to square one if you fall from here. The goal is right there. I am not fucking around. Botches the final jump, falls into the abyss. Alright, goal touched. Now, what you can do here is actually, this counts as a win, as long as you see that little animation playing when you hit the goal. You can just go back down here and try for the gold if you want. This is gonna be a long jump. Is that a Kuwabara cosplayer? Yeah, that's a Kuwabara cosplayer right there. Rameshi. Hell yeah. Got the gold. There's a little stage right here if people want to use it to showcase whatever goofy-ass glamours they have, but usually they just hang out right here, like, hey, yeah, you made it to the goal. They do all their little funny emotes. Anyways, yeah, if you failed, say, fell into the abyss, but you touched the goal. Here, you're all the way at the start. This poor guy probably failed right here. Or else he's just like so fucking sick of this gate that he just doesn't even want to do it. You could just abandon the duty, and it's complete. So there you go. Thank you, Felius, for the 6 months. Really appreciate it. Thanks a bunch. Thanks a bunch. So that's the worst gold saucer event in the game, in my opinion, at the moment, until they add an even worse map. They need to, like, maybe stop, like, they need to deprioritize Leap of Faith, honestly. Make some of the other ones more common. Oh yeah, we do have the Moogle Tome event, the Moogle Treasure Trove, the second hunt for Genesis going on. And what's special about this is it allows us to get a bunch of little mounts, minions, triple triad cards, collectibles that are usually a little bit harder to get, or at least a little bit more annoying. And as long as you gather these irregular tomestones of Genesis 2, you could turn those in for little rewards. And for standard objectives, gold saucer gates actually award anywhere between 1 to 10 per gate, depending on how difficult the gate is. So it's also, it's another event. Like I said, they've been dumping events on us, and that's currently going on. And that coinciding along with 50% MGP gains, and then also giving us the Moogle Tomes. It's really good timing for the Moogle Tomestone event. Wait, did I die? What do you mean, did I die? Did my stream go offline? I don't think it did. Squee! Ka-pa, ka-pa-pa. Says I've been live for 4 minutes. Weird, weird. Well, you feel as if there's been some grave misunderstanding. The imposing imp suddenly entrusts you with a set of impish attire. His piercing gaze reaches into the very depths of your soul, and you somehow come to understand that what he is trying to tell you. Go forth, my stalwart apprentice. You have the sinking feeling that the imp will not provide you with the information you require until you have completed his task. It is now your solemn duty to don the impish attire and entertain the patrons in Event Square. You must continue wearing this costume in order to progress. Speak with the imposing imp to restore or prolong the garment change. Oh my god, I'm a little imp now. Ka-pa, ka-pa-pa. Ma-ma-ma-ma-ma. It might have died for a second. Okay, good to know. At least the Twitch VOD might be fucked then, but at least I will have the local recording. Judging by the eccentric attire, I'm going to assume you work here. Tell me, which of these attractions aren't stacked against me? I've lost nearly all my MGP today. I need to find a way to earn it back somehow. Squee! What? Is that your way of consoling me? Humph, as if I needed pity from an oversized frog. Still, I appreciate the sentiment. Luck may not be on my side, but it's nice to know that someone else is. You have to be like really bad to lose all your MGP. Like, there's like nothing actually really takes MGP from you. I think at one point it did, but they kind of remedied that and said like, that's not fun to lose MGP. It should just be something that you accumulate. Plus, no one really does like these little, like, stupid little dumb mini games that they have laying around anyways. They just do it for the challenge log, which Gold Saucer is another way to get more MGP if you do these little things. And these do benefit from the 50% increase during the event's duration. Wow. You're one of those new mascots. You must know all about the prizes here, right? I saved up lots of MGP, but I'm not sure what to exchange it for. Why not exchange it for a water imp? Kapa! Just wait till you try Chocobo Racing. Yeah, it sucks. I did the grind to get the mask, and it was like, oh god, it's such a long grind. Hee, aren't you cute? If only I could take you home with me. Oh, I know. They have little imps that look just like you at the prize counter. Daddy? Daddy, I want a water imp. Let's go get one, please. Pretty please. There she is. Mascot-loving maiden. Daddy dearest. Daddy. Daddy, please. No. I shouldn't be saying that. That's like... No. But that's bad out of context. Oh, hello there. You must be the new mascot that's been marching about. Some manner of imp, was it? I like your hat, head thing. Blip bloop, affirmative. I am the pinnacle of imp technology. Ka-pa-pa. I should just like did the joke answers. How precious. I was a bit afraid to chat with you at first, but you're much friendlier than I imagined. First, Senior Sabotender, now you. Would that I never had to leave the saucer. I could spend the rest of my days surrounded by adorable creatures like you. You know she's a Sanrio girl. A Sanrio chick. What do you call those girls that are so obsessed with Sanrio and mascot characters? They breathe, eat, and sleep Sanrio. They don't go a single moment of their life without thinking about mascots. Psychotic? Yeah, I guess that works too. Chocobo racing is shit. Hello, Ilya. Sanrio path? Yeah, that also works. If you're curious why this imp is naked, that's Manderville Godbert, disguised as an imp. He fools everyone. This is like a really weird angle for anyone that isn't really familiar with Final Fantasy XIV or like the characters or the lore. So Kapapa. The imposing imp appears downcast, as if he was expecting someone else. Perhaps it would be best to remove your impish attire. There has to be a specific term for mascot fans. Kappa. Wah. Kigurumi or something else. Kigurumi is the act of wearing a costume. Are we talking about banging mascots, or has the internet ruined me? We're not. I think the internet has ruined you, Ilya, but it's like ruined all of us, honestly. In the ephemeral moments that the imposing imp's gaze meets yours, you are overcome with a mysterious sense of obligation and realize what he is trying to tell you. Let us continue our discussion at Entrance Square. Oh, I jumped right into the elevator. Basically, if you ever need to get to the top floor in the gold saucer, you just touch these little pawns and... Let's throw a basketball real quick. Monster toss. I suck ass at these games. Miss. Miss. My timing is like always off. Ah. Time's up. Didn't get shit because I sucked ass. Here, let's go do this one over here instead. We have another gate coming up, so I should kill some time. Crystal Tower Striker. This one's a little bit easier to win. Problem with the botters in Final Fantasy XIV is they used to just use these out in the open to grind up infinite MGP in the slowest way possible, which was funny. Which I feel like these machines were basically just invented for Square Enix to find out who the botters were. And it just made it easier to find out who was botting and report them. Usually they're up on the second floor of the gold saucer near the Chocobo Racing Ring. So, complete 3 mini-games, for size doesn't matter, and from small things, earn 100 MGP from mini-games. They're worth doing this for the challenge logs like once a week, basically. I prefer Kuffaker. This one feels like the easiest one to win. And there we go, from small things. The Moogle Paw is always funny, because I just like UFO machines. Whoa. Whoa. Got it. Used to do the RTS every week here. Yes, yes. I will be doing that later on in the stream after we finish the quest and then the next before the next gate. To kill some time, because I could do those. Greetings, sir. Our next scheduled event, Cliffhanger, will be held in Round Square. All guests are welcome to participate. So this is like one of the more easier ones. And this is like one of the oldest first gates introduced to the Gold Saucer. I talked about it earlier, but it's basically just climbing this mountain and doing a little bit of easy platforming with bombs falling from the sky. I feel like at the time, that was the limitation that they could make before they made Leap of Faith. And Leap of Faith was the idea more realized, but I hate Leap of Faith. Remove Leap of Faith from the game. I hate it. It's awful. Let me just do easy platforming, please. Wow. Yeah, enter 3 Chocobo races, that is one. 2 the races, enter 20 Chocobo races, and then win a Chocobo race. Like, win 10 of them too. Like, I'd never do the Chocobo ones, they're such a waste of time. Play Triple Triad 10 times, win 10 Triple Triad matches. None of the... I forget when it is, if it's like on the hour where they do the Triple Triad tournaments. Like every 2 hours. Win 3 Triple Triad matches in the Battle Hall. That's something else you could do. Okay, the Open Tournament and receive your reward. That's another one. And Lord of Verminion is the RTS game. And then participate in 2 Doman Mahjong player matches, which I never do that one. But how am I on MGP? Gold Saucer has its own tab. Like, I don't know, like 400,000 more. And basically, I'm at the MGP cap until they give us our next major MGP reward. Okay, time for the gate, time for the gate. Blue Maid's self-destructing. Look at all these people. Who are you looking at? What? Oh hey, it's Kuwabara. Rameshi. I know it's just like a high school delinquent, like, more so it's probably not actually Kuwabara. The poor defenseless Chocobo hatchling has wandered her way up to the cliff of Mount Coral and is now trapped at the top. I would save her myself. I would, but I am no alpinist and, as a Lalafell, have a severe aversion to heights. That is, there appears to be a gang of unruly goblins tossing granados at any would-be rescuer. Is there naught you can do, wealthy patron or kind adventurer? It has like a very easy little platforming thing. Whoa. Watch me say that, get blown up by a bomb and tossed off the stage and have to re-enter. No. Well, almost got me. Whoop. There we go, we're at the top now. Here's our lost little Chocobo hatchling, which could be a randomized little Chocobo chick minion. So I got some more Moogle poems from that. I got 1,500 more MGP on top of what I would normally get. Because that gate would normally give you 3,000, but it gives you 45,000 now. Or 4.5 thousand, rather. Sorry, I'm not good with numbers. Ah, there you are. Loath as I am to admit it, my search for the one behind this event has yielded little success. Regardless of my results, it's plain to see that the imps are well loved by all, but I cannot write an article on that fact alone. How did you fare, my honorary assistant? Wow, Wah, 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 wah. Rotten day. Oh, 'tis a pleasure as always to see you at the saucer, Rickubus. The Godbert Manderville? Never did I think I'd meet a member of the Syndicate face to face. Surely you of all people know who proposed the idea for this event. Your generous deeds this day have not gone unnoticed, so I believe an explanation is in order. It is I who proposed the idea for these festivities, as a matter of fact. Perhaps you are already aware, but we employed a void scent known as Typhoon here at the Gold Saucer. Summoned into this world by the Thaumaturge's Guild, he is a diligent soul who utilizes his formidable fungus to our patrons' benefit. 'Twas not long after I hired Master Typhoon that I became acquainted with a high-ranking member of the guild. Through him, I learned of a curious spell from ages past known only as Imp. True to its name, the spell transforms the target into the very beings you have espied marching about the saucer. Master Ultros is proficient in the very same spell. Mayhap you fell victim to it during your encounter atop the dragon's neck. He oft refers to imps as his buddies and pals, in fact. I found myself quite enamored with these adorable creatures and sought to answer the questions that yet lingered in my mind. Where did the imps come from, and how did their spell fall into the hands of man? I pored through what few resources were available on the subject, yet I could not find a definitive answer. Heartbreaking though it was, I was left with no choice but to leave the creature's lineage shrouded in mystery. Nevertheless, I could not allow their history to fade into obscurity. When it came time to decide the theme of our annual festivities, I crafted the impish attire based on my findings and proposed a celebration in their honor. You utilize these costumes not only to entertain, but to educate others as well, and with that, the full story is laid bare. Indeed, though I know not if such a conclusion will prove ideal for the Thavnarian truth. I feel a story coming on. Myth made manifest at the Gold Saucer. Thaumaturgical history reveals Imp's mystery. Yes, this is the scoop I seek. What? It is as a It is as Master Manderville says. It's a tongue twister. Not really. I'm just stupid. It is as Master Manderville says. Much about these imps remains an enigma, but they have brought countless smiles to the Gold Saucer. Readers shall doubtless want to learn of their existence, as well as the event that brought these few facts to the fore. Such passion and drive to shed light upon the unknown is a fascinating tale, one that I shall do my utmost to depict. Oh, that's the spirit, lad. 'Twould be an honor to see our imps grace your publication's pages. I shall look forward to reading your account of it in the coming days. This young man's story will doubtlessly bring all the more attention to the March of the Imps, so I must express my thanks in the spirit of the celebration, with a set of impish attire, of course. You have my deepest gratitude as well, adventurer. Inspiration calls, and I must away to make these ideas of a reality, but your contributions were vital to this discovery. You are more than deserving of a reward. A job well done, my friend. The festivities shall be underway for some time yet, so I hope you will not squander the opportunity to enjoy this moment of respite and march with our fellow imps. Wah. Oh my god, there he is. So they're just still a mystery. Instead of fading upwards into the sky, and then the screen fades to black, we get a side zoom into an imp that walks off of the screen. The mystery continues. Anyways, this is the NPC that sells discounted stuff and some exclusives to the Make It Rain events. The Cactar dining table and the Senior Sabotender chronometer are exclusive to this event, I believe, so I'm gonna just buy a few of those. Some of the past rewards, the Senorita Sabotender minion, you could buy those shitty mini games for your own houses if you want something big and ugly. You got a Cactar stool, Cactar round table, Moogle balloon, grounded Cactar, gold saucer attendant card, Roland card, GG card, all discounted. And you could buy the Gambler's attire, the bunny outfit, the bunny chief outfit, and just a bunch of other items. You could get the swine head, another mascot costume, a very older mascot costume too. Charlie and goggles, coxcomb, coral mask, succubus horns, archdemon horns, Ishgardian gown, claws of the beast, Ishgardian thigh boots. A lot of good little glamour pieces if you're looking for that kind of stuff. But that was what? Prizes 1, prizes 2? I don't know why they do it this way, but it'd just be nice if they had a shop interface that had everything in it, and then it was just like hitting a tab to find exactly what you would want. But here's a lot of the weapons too that you could buy. Most of the classes all have a themed gold saucer weapon that have something to do with like cards and sabotenders. I like the bard weapon. It has a little sound effect like when you equip it, it just goes cha-ching. They're very gaudy weapons, so it's like hard to actually recommend taking those anywhere seriously. But if you like it, you like it. If you like looking like a clown, the gold saucer's for you. Anyways, let's do our mini cacpot for the day. Now you want to line up 3, 1, 2, or 7, 8, 9. We can see from here this could be 7, 8, 9. No, that was a dud. Okay, so that's not a possible 1, 2, 3. So this would be a possible 8, 7, 9. It wasn't. That was another dud. Here's our last card for today. Oh, we don't have the possibility of getting a sum of 6, so we could get a sum of possible 24 here. If this is just an 8, let's see. Nope, all duds today. Well. I usually just go for the highest numbers or the lowest numbers. Never really anything in between. The risk is always worth the reward. Okay, let's see what the next gate will be. It will start in 10 minutes. The slice is right. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. But for now, let's go up to the second floor real quick. Let's go to Minion Square. There is currently a tournament going on, too. Enter the current tournament. Now, you know, don't need to play against other players for the tournament. So underneath the dungeon queues, it would be, what is it? Master Tournament, and I believe this all opponents will be NPC Masters. I already went over it in my past stream. That's like basically a comprehensive guide to Lord of Verminion and all of the Gold Saucer. So I showed all my tips and tricks and strategies. Okay, get my ducks out. I have a very specific method of cheesing this shit so that it trivializes everything. Then just spam Kojins. The wind-up Kojin minions. So I always send them to the right first, over here. And then they're gonna make their way up to the shield, break it. I'm just gonna let these do what they do here. And then I send these guys over to the left. And then I just wait for these to finish here. Let's select my ducks and kind of start sending them down there, but there's some minions currently going down to that crystal, so I'll let them have it. But see, this crystal over here is already half dead. This one will start joining it pretty soon. All my Kojins have spawned, so I'm gonna send them there. Select all my minions in the mid. Pinch the AI and put it into a panic. So, for some reason the AI, no matter what the minions are, will always do this, where if you try and like take a crystal, it just sends them all to the next neighboring ones. But by this point, we've already destroyed this crystal over here. And then this one is already dead, so now it's just like an overwhelming amount of our minions in the middle that will be killing the last crystal. And I was dumb and didn't place them on top of the enemy crystal. It's easy as hell. They could have that crystal, like, the AI is just so dumb at dealing with you, it just doesn't know how. And that's 20 tournament points. You just have to... There's a Penguin Prince minion you could get by just doing this. So, I just showed you the winning strategy every time for a Lord of Verminion Master Tournament. I want to say it works like 90% of the time, 99% of the time. Very rarely you might fail if you don't have the proper minions. Each little minion has its own benefits, basically. Like, you can see... Well, actually I'm blocking out, but... Certain minions are just best with dealing with the shield right here, or the search eye, or a crystal killer, or a gate destroyer. But you could just ignore most of the mechanics. All you really need to do is break the shield and just send 3 crystal busters to the right, left, and then mid. And use your shield minions to pinch mid with your crystal busters, and yeah, the AI just like shits itself. Forgot to spawn my Kojins. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Alright, you guys over to A. Move you guys down here. You guys go to C. I can fix her. Just wait for the rest. So we're getting some wind-up dwarves being sent down here. Alright, just highlight everything. Pinch mid. All the minions have little specials that they could do too. Whether or not they're useful is just kind of like up to the individual. If He just sets a bomb that explodes that you could like... It takes 10 seconds for it though to allow you to explode it. Very rarely will it have the balls to like send the minion after you in the mid or like the stall. Either A or C. But as long as like you just have a crowd majority, like nothing that could throw at you will really be able to upset you. Wow, I win. These two mini games are basically 1.0's version of mining and being a botanist, like just mining logs and stuff. It's like funny that I don't like it. It's like a crapshoot every time. You sense something is very close. It's kind of like a guessing game where it is. Do I want to double down? No. Usually if like anyone is ever botting, you'll just see them standing here for like hours on end. It doesn't actually show them playing the game, but this is where you find people botting for MGP. Which, I want to say, like, these games are more of a trap. No one should actually legitimately enjoy these. These are awful. These are terrible. If anyone's playing them, they're a bot. But they allow people to just, like, buy these now and put them in their private houses. And then bots could grind it in the privacy of their own home. But then Square Enix could probably, like, see, like, oh yeah, there's a lot of MGP. Very suspicious MGP coming from this random house instance. Owned by so-and-so player. Very interesting. Wow. The gold saucer has such ugly lighting that I'd hope they fix this in the graphics update, but I doubt it. Anyways, let's head to the gate. Fucked up little creatures. Yeah, life has a Lalafell. I'm an extra fucked up little Lalafell because I actually have my my pupils. A lot of people like the glass-eyed Lalafell more than they like the Lalafell with like the pupils. Now you only have a window of like 2 minutes to enter this gate, so now it's just a waiting game for it to happen. But this is like a I wanna say a boss gate. Only one of these will happen every hour. A gate spawns every 20 minutes. So on the hour, 20 minutes after the hour, 40 minutes after the hour, and then once again on the hour. It used to be 2 gates an hour, but now it's like 3. So you guys have the option of actually being tall and you choose to be a Lalafell? Yeah. You can look up giant women's skirts easily. You see a big tall lady and you go, oh, oh, but you know, in this case it's like, I'm sorry. I'm Wario. I'm Wario. I mean, it's Balmung. Everyone's here. Everyone here is a fucking freak. This is the ERP Central server. Well, yeah, look at all these fucking people. It's always nice to see the gold saucer just like brimming with activity. Fucked up. I get to show you guys Yojimbo once more. One of the best Final Fantasy summons of all time. Yeah, this one actually requires a lot of skill and attention. Let's see what... Okay, we're safe here, we're safe here. He cuts the bamboo, and then it falls down, and then he keeps spawning more and more bamboo. Okay, that one's gonna fall in a circle around itself. You gotta pay attention to the slices on the bamboo to see which way they're gonna fall. We're safe here. And depending on how far you get, the MGP accumulates. Then if you're extra greedy, you could go for a pile of MGP, but the problem is his dog will randomly target the MGP piles, and you could possibly get knocked off, like that guy did just there. So I don't get greedy, I don't need the MGP, but I guess if you really want the MGP and you don't want the win, go for it. I'm just gonna play it safe. Okay, we're safe right here. Wait. No! Okay. That one kind of tricked me out a bit. Okay, now we got 3. It's starting to get a little bit more difficult here. Okay, it goes up to 4 maximum, and that's why I can never, like, win those ones. Oh, God. No, I got knocked off! Shit. Okay. Now he does... Damn, I'm not gamer enough. Knowing it's a gold saucer, it's probably a fake Yojimbo. It's just someone in costume. But yeah, it's just a crapshoot that you're either gonna get knocked off the platform, you're gonna get double MGP, or you're gonna get nothing, but you're still gonna get to progress on to the next round. I like to stand directly in the middle and let the game decide for me what it wants to do. It works for me more often than not. Look at all these poor people getting knocked off. This is one of the hardest gates to survive and finish completely. I still have never done it. Dreaming. Such intriguing creatures, these water imps. If I am ever fortunate enough to dream of them, I would invite them to our Catching Tide festivities without delay. Perhaps one day they might even decipher our language and speak with us more candidly. I once welcomed a curious talking rabbit to our celebrations, and I would welcome talking imps with equal enthusiasm. So I'm guessing, like, once you're done with the event quest, as per usual, NPCs show up all around the gold saucer that are, like, either story characters or characters from past events. So all those people on the stage won. He disappears. Okay. Yep, that was Yojimbo. That was the Slice is Right. I suck ass at the Slice is Right. Okay. Leap of Faith will be the next one. Ugh, Leap of Faith. Let's just go back to playing Lord of Verminion. I want to get my tournament. I want to get my tournament points. Actually, no, I actually don't need to even be in here, because I could just queue from here. Yeah, hey Nan Dan. Stream died again. Why is the stream dying? It's definitely something on Twitch's end, I believe. Nothing on my end, because my internet is going just fine. Otherwise, I wouldn't be playing Final Fantasy right now. I usually never have these issues when I stream. Sometimes I just get really unlucky with the timing that Twitch decides to just start shitting itself. The funniest thing about Lord of Verminion, if you just do things with my strategy, is like you never need to adjust the camera if you don't like to adjust the camera at all. Everything is within view that you need to do it. Maybe that would be harder with a controller, though? I don't know. The AI is being a little bit of a pain in the ass. It's sending out some of the tankier minions, the fat chocobo chicks, to kind of like stall me. So sometimes the AI does this basically, where it sends out these hit point sponge minions. And just one of those is enough to like kind of keep you at bay. And if it's a bad type matchup, because it's like rock, paper, scissors logic. Poppets beat monsters, monsters beat critters, and critters beat poppets. And then there's also mechanical minions, which are basically just true neutral. That have no weaknesses and no advantages. You can always skip that cutscene too, if you so desire. The wind-up Yotsuyu is she's probably the best, well at least last I checked she was the best shield-destroying minion. But if you don't have her, Ugly Duckling is always a cheap and easy alternative if you need a shield buster. Any minion with any attribute works, it's just some are faster than others. And she's like super fast at moving. And then the wind-up Kojin is like the best crystal busting minion. And it ends up being like fast. Still says my stream is down, unfortunately. Which I don't know how to fix that. Damn, I feel so alone now. This is basically an offline stream at this point. Would relaunching the stream work? No, it says we're kind of back now. I wonder if I'll be able to upload the VOD to Twitch, but I guess it's probably gonna take forever because of how large it records most of the time. I don't know if you guys could hear me again yet. We got some activity. No. There's a lot of DDoSing going around, be it streamers, be it Final Fantasy 14. Right now in the internet sphere, there's just like a lot of DDoS attacks. Twitch status. Is Twitch currently down? Users report indicate no current problems at Twitch. And why is it on my end? But I'm still in Final Fantasy 14. I'd be booted out if it wasn't on my end. This is confusing. And this definitely sours the stream a little bit. Oh well. Here, I'll just go ahead and take the stream down and start streaming again. Has the stream returned for anyone out there? Do you see me again? I just stopped streaming and then started the stream back up. The first time this has ever happened to me. Says it wasn't on Twitch's end. Maybe it's just like a OBS thing? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Everything seems to be working fine now. Man, that sucks. Oh yeah, it's basically thrown my attention off, like trying to figure this out. Get the last crystal, get the last crystal. We could kill all 3 enemy crystals before they even do anything to ours. And the shield does respawn after a while. But by the time it does, like, you should just have everything dead, so it shouldn't matter. Hello again. I'm back. I don't know what was up. I don't know what was up. Okay, there we go. I am 100 points, whatever. When that tournament ends, you just gotta talk to this NPC and then get your large sum of MGP, depending on how many people participate in the tournament. Could be a lot, could be a little. But that also gets the benefit of a 50% increase, so it's definitely worth doing during the Cacpot. And you could get your progress towards your little Emperor Penguin minion. This little guy right here. This Emperor Penguin dreams of one day ruling his own empire and has set off on a journey to seek the loyal subjects who will make up his imperial court. Or at least, that is what the Gold Saucer attendant who found the flightless Cloudkin claims. I am no prince, I am but the privileged brat of an empire. Tataru Ramu. But yeah. Rest in peace VOD over on Twitch. This likely won't be preserved on Twitch, but at least that's what the YouTube is for. Hell yeah. Okay, what can I do next? Oh, I sold some junk on the market board. Yeah, these bunnies don't work for sending you to the next gate. I think it's all the ones out here in the various gates. But I know The next one is Leap of Faith, and I know where to go. Let's put on our goofy ass costume. How does it die? It's got a nice texture on it. I wonder if that's gonna change in the update, or if like the update is already applied. The gold dye is always so ugly. I kinda just like how the green looks. Ka-pa-pa, ka-pa-pa. Leap of faith, leap of faith, leap of faith. Please not be the, I forget what it's called, but the weird forest one that I already did. Let it be something different, let it be something different. Who are you? Rickubus, glad am I to find a familiar face amongst these halls. I am come on behalf of Lord Hien to investigate the creatures. Oh, it's Ugiri. You know as water imps. In the far east we call them Kappa, and they oft appear in our myths. My lord was unusually intrigued by reports of the imp's appearances, and would not rest until he learned more of this phenomenon, yet his position allows him little time for such trivial matters, and thus did I travel here in his stead. Know you of the muscular imp that roams the saucer? 'Twas no sooner after I arrived that he bestowed upon me this suit of attire. Perhaps I shall wear it again upon my return to Doma. My lord was eager to see these living legends up close. That's funny, Ugiri of all characters. She even like has the helmet dyed black to match with her hair, and the purple outfit. It's goofy. Is there any more in this square? I'm gonna have to like go look in all the other squares and see like what Kappas I could find. Always little missable Easter eggs like that in all these events. I wish I could get Air Force One. I don't mind Air Force One as a instanced gate. That one's a lot funner to do, because it's like a rail shooter. You shoot targets. Jumping puzzles suck. I'm surprised they haven't introduced more Air Force One routes instead. It seems like it'd be the easiest thing for them to make, but no. The people love jumping puzzles. Make more jumping puzzles. No, make more Air Force One tracks, Square Enix. Yoshi P, make more Air Force One. We don't need any more Leap of Faith. No one likes Leap of Faith. I hate Leap of Faith. Don't listen to everyone that says that they like Leap of Faith. Okay, what map is it gonna be? Oh man. God damn it. This fucking one again. It's worth it to just try and win it though, because it's still Moogle tomes if I could get those. This might be one of the easier tracks, maybe. Oh no, I think it's the same shitty ass one. Nope. Jumping in Final Fantasy XIV is a little bit tricky, because there's like two modes of jump. Full run jump, and then like half run jump. And getting the proper space you need sometimes could be a nightmare on super precise jumps. Oh my god. Just gonna fall down here. I don't know what the point of that was, but I don't care. I never normally do these gates. I just ignore them at this point because there's nothing from the gold saucer I need. I didn't even look where my route was gonna take me, but it connected. Maybe it's a little bit different. I don't know. I don't know. Don't want it. Don't need it. Don't care. Oh my god. The jumping puzzle looks good. It uses a lot of, like, very pretty assets. Part of me thinks that that's the entire reason that it exists. It's like, we have all this unique stuff that we never get to use again. Let's repurpose it for a gold saucer jumping puzzle. Because this is what? The East Shroud, I think? Okay. Goal touched. I could go for the gold now, and if I fail, I fail. Almost overshot that. That required some, like, short jumping. Okay, there we go. Get me out of here. Alright, I'm at 67 irregular tomes of Genesis 2. Let's head on over into the battle hall. Actually, let me check first when the next open tournament is gonna be. It begins in 15 minutes. Okay, so we'll just go into the battle hall and win a few matches of Triple Triad. Should I go with, like, the easiest NPCs to win against? Yeah, I don't need any of their cards. Normally you'd see something to indicate that you have to fight them, and they have cards that you haven't collected yet. But if you know, you know. You just get that seasoned Final Fantasy player eye or knowledge of just like, alright, I don't need to do shit. I know everything. I guess spoilers too, because of some of the cards I have. This is a very easy NPC to win against if you want to get your weekly wins for the challenge log during the event. What's cool about the battle hall is, like, if you're out in some, like, random ass field and, like, you're just tired of being in a random ass field, you just kind of go here and hang out in this little open lobby instance area from anywhere within the world. Just queue into it. Let's see. The NPC just doesn't want to win. I give it an exposed one side and it's just like, nope, I don't want it, you keep it. I didn't even check if there is, like, an open tournament well, actually, I mean, I'm not like a closed tournament going on. The open tournament is a completely different thing. And you have to do that a lot if you want a very specific achievement reward. Oh shit. Okay, has no chance of winning now. Cards in the hall. Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. 2 more. Basically like Lord of Verminion. There's a tournament that happens, and you can fight the NPCs or players for points for the tournament. And a lot, like, it gives you card packs that have exclusive cards within them that generally have some of the other Final Fantasy protagonists. And that's like the only way to really get them, which kind of sucks, because they're still some of the only triple triad cards that I am missing. But they don't really count towards any accumulated progress for certain rewards. They're kind of like their own little special secluded. If you have them, you have them. If you're missing them, then it's no big deal. It's just like if you're a completionist brain, you probably do want the cards. Oh, the lightning card. Okay. There was a tournament going on. You'd see by the board outside of the triple triad area kind of glowing that there's a tournament taking place, or little announcements in the gold saucer. Here, we'll fight this guy. And then you could also select tournament match. And the tournament has basically the rule set. So it's all open and plus. I win. Okay. Triple Triad is like an addicting thing that you'll just want to collect a lot of the cards. You could just fuel an entire week filling out your collection as much as possible. Or if you're like multitasking, get a few matches in here and there. Sometimes it takes an NPC forever to give you the card you're after, and their win rate is like super low. Oh, I'm botching this. I'm botching this bad. There we go. Those are like 20 matches you could do to get your score as high as possible. But I won't do them all here. I'll return and do them offline. Hey, Mechanic Cat. This motherfucker's streaming Final... Like, the internet did not want me to stream Final Fantasy XIV apparently a while ago. I don't know what the hell happened, but the stream just stopped, like, working. Twitch was working. My internet was working. It just didn't want me streaming Final Fantasy XIV, so maybe OBS issues? Is it something wrong with my computer? I certainly hope not. Just the bitrate just suddenly completely died. You can see all the people and how many points they have. I think basically you gotta have a friend in win trade if you want to have a chance at even getting first place. But I can never like ask anyone to do win trading. Plus it's lame. It's lame, but it would be nice to get all the triple triad cards. Let's look at the card list. See all these little fuckers right here. Whoa. Almost got like a full compendium, but like spoiler like stuff, I guess. But yeah, here's all the Warriors of Light. I'm still missing, I forget who I'm missing. Oh, Cecil. I'm definitely missing Cecil, and then like fucking, what is it? Bart's? No, it's Bart's is another one. Actually, no, you don't get him from the. I don't know who the number 2 is. What I'm missing, but like, just literally the protagonists for 2 and 4 are who I'm missing. So Cecil is the other one. Yeah, I'll have to take you up on that offer sometimes, Colchis, but I already screwed myself over by fighting the NPC, so, I think the current tournament is for the Lightning card anyways, so it doesn't matter. Look at all these goons. Let's do some Chocobo racing, actually. Actually, I could just... I just forget, you can just queue for it in here. And if it doesn't have enough players, it'll always just match you with AI. It's been forever since I've done some Chocobo racing. Probably did a little bit of it, last Gold Saucer event, just to showcase on stream. It's very jank. It's not that fun. It's pretty frustrating. It kind of looks like an actual racing game, but like, no, you're on like a track. Ah, shit. It's weird how it works because your Chocobo offers resistance, but you could basically switch lane. It feels really weird and jank, but you'll notice it like when you play it for yourself. Someone please frenzy me. Don't want to touch those. Nope. I'm at least 3rd place. There's a whole Chocobo breeding mechanic too, and random stats and random abilities you could kind of get. And sometimes like you get the kind of Chocobo you want, sometimes you don't get the Chocobo you want. I ended up with a pretty good Chocobo near the end. You need a certain score to get certain rewards. Like there's a racing mask I think you can get for your Chocobo, just like in the overworld, you could just equip it for your Chocobo. Or for yourself personally, you can get a Chocobo mask to wear around. So the barding, a mask, and a title if you really want to get sweaty about Chocobo racing and 100% it. They could do one more race, and then the next gate will start. I wonder what it'll be. Probably another leap of faith. This map again. Everyone likes like the immediate they just get an immediate boost. If I don't mess up, my Chocobo could basically sprint the entire time. Holding down W so it accelerates. Stamina tablet, that's good, that's good. Don't want to touch that person with the thorns. No, fuck off! Fuck off! You could, like, if you know how, you could block people. Third again. Never gonna get a first place win at Chocobo Racing. Wasn't even selected for the random bonus. No one ever plays Chocobo Racing except for like when the Gold Saucer event happens. It's very rare to come across another human being playing Chocobo Racing. But if you actually do have a desire to race against non-NPCs, now is the time to do so. Let's skip to a different outfit. Before I had like the Wario outfit, I had this outfit, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do the gold thing. I'm gonna look all shiny and dapper, and then I realized, no, I could just be a fat, ugly bastard obsessed with treasure and go Wario style. Uh-oh, I see people here. Maybe they're just AFK and... The next gate will be Leap of Faith. Oh, thank God it's Cliffhanger. Okay, it's this one in here. It's not the mountain. Another very simple jump puzzle. A very easy one, too. So, unfortunately, it's not time to do the fashion report. It's still midweek, but that begins on Friday and lasts through Monday. It's like every weekend, basically. My baby bootkins. Wants someone to save my baby bootkins from those terrible hobgoblins. Ma said just to stay away from the big statue, but Bokins is at the top, and if I don't save her, who will? Once again, get to the top, save the Chocobo. Bombs being dropped. Wow. Just activities you used to not have to instance into, and you could just do while you're in queue, waiting for your dungeons to pop. But somewhere along the line, someone at Square Enix is like, nope, can't be having that. That looks like it'd be a difficult part. There's two tricks you could do. Put yourself in the walk mode and just jump sideways, and like you get the perfect distance every time. Or I don't know if the bomb will work on me. You could just do that too, and it'll just shoot you straight across. You just have to wait for a bomb to drop, and then angle yourself perfectly. Come on, give me another good bomb, so I could do it again. I want to do it again. You just do it. And just blast yourself across the gap. You could also do it to knock yourself off. And then you just have to talk to the NPC again and be put back on the track. Open tournament. Right. We gotta go do the open tournament. The special reward for doing a whole ton of open tournaments is this gold saucer parasaucer, which is just a gold saucer themed umbrella with a triple triad card hidden underneath of it. You very rarely see anyone with this umbrella because it's a pain in the ass to get. Same, 3 open, okay. So you can see 3 of your opponent's cards. Now these will all be against real players, I'm pretty sure. I forget when they introduced this. Was it Shadowbringers or Endwalker? We get a new, nicer remix of the Triple Triad music, which I wish we could set for like the normal Triple Triad, because I prefer this over the other one. Draft, same, 3 open. Okay, get to select your cards from a random amount. I'll go with Onion Knight. I will go... And then... Hard choice. I'll go with the Dwarf and the Sheep. Then we gotta wait for everyone else to finish theirs. But yeah, full house of all players, like, no NPCs in this tournament. It's a little bit easier to get your wins when there's not other player characters who are probably really cracked at Triple Triad. But then again, there's probably people that have never done this and they're doing it for their first time ever. Drink some water. But yeah, you like mini games, you'll like the gold saucer. If you live for this cheap kind of side content, fucking go for it. Okay, let's I'll just block that off. I'm kind of really stupid against other players, just letting you guys know. Now, hopefully they go for this one right here, because then I could do this. It's a waste of my ace, but I got a really strong side card if they play their cards right. And now it's just, hopefully they don't... Ah, damn, that was their ace. Okay, well, draw. +1 points. The likelihood of getting into a draw with another player is pretty high. Yeah, it's you just kind of select from a bunch of random cards, and then you do 3 rounds. And if you're fast enough, you could get back into another open tournament and at least do like maybe 6, I think. 6 matches total. It's been a while since I've done this content. Once I got the umbrella, I pretty much stopped doing it. Still waiting on table 4 to finish their round. So we have draw on table 1, Ezra Leonhardt. 1 at table 3. You can view people's character data too, if you so desire. I'm surprised they haven't added the character profile. Okay, we got another winner, so we got 2 draws and 2 wins. But they had that new character profile thing, the portraits and everything, and they don't use that for this mode. They'd have to like go back and like redo this menuing probably. Alright. Oh, I'm in 3rd. Okay. Drawing is better than losing, because at least you're not in last place. And you actually do see your opponent too, which is nice. When they're looking at me, they're seeing a little Wario bastard standing on a stool. Got a nice little steampunk attire. Alright. The most painful part of doing this is always the waiting portion. So I am on this side, so I am just going to... Wish I had something to capture that with, but I'm not gonna risk it. The scariest opponent is one that doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, honestly. Strategy? What's that? I'm just gonna slap down random cards and hope for results. Okay, okay. Good, good, good. That puts things in my favor. Oh, slapping down the dog. I could do this though. Good luck capturing that. But you have a downwards ace, you could actually capture my Odin. That's what they did, that's what they did. Fuck. These are probably the last 2 cards that they could see, so I'm pretty much fucked. I'm just gonna force this to be a draw, to be a dick. They have no chance of winning anyways. Unless they slap it down and it goes same. No, draw. Table 1 had a winner. I mean, table 2 had a winner. Table 1 and 4 are still in the process. So we have 10 more minutes until the next gate. Another draw on table 4. So now just waiting on table 1. Something tells me Ezra might be the winner of this tournament. You can also see everyone in like the background too, at the different tables, fighting their opponents. Oh, okay, 3 draws. Okay, final match coming up. First, it's got to calculate the points. Everyone's all... Okay. Everyone was in 3rd, now I'm in 4th. I could probably at least still place a little bit higher if I maybe get a win. Oh, I'm facing another Lalafell. So we could barely see above the table. They just see a little Wario bastard on their end. I don't know what of my cards they can see, but I see some of their... I don't know what their ace is, if they even have an ace, though. I'm just gonna be chaotic, slam something down in the middle, and it's just gonna be a battle to control the mid, I guess. Because if they capture it from the top, I could just capture this easy and potentially capture what they have right here. Oh. Come on, go for this area, go for this area, go for this area. Go for it, do 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 it. Ah, shit. 3 draws. I'm very good at trapping myself in a draw. That almost went well. Oh well, oh well. There's tons of other rules. Sometimes it reverses, so the lower numbers are what you wanna, like, you wanna have the lowest number. Sometimes it's like you wanna have the higher numbers. Sometimes you have fallen ace, which is like a 1 could capture an ace, and then that completely flips the meta around. Sometimes you have all random, and you have to do them in order as you get your cards. Sometimes you swap cards with your opponents. There's all kinds of different rule sets, but we got a very boring rule set with this open tournament. Looks like Sergia Michelle is going to be the winner of this tournament. Still waiting on table 2 to finish. Another draw. Okay, yeah. There's the winner. You get some card packs for participating in the tournament and placing pretty high up on top of some MGP. So I get 3rd place. Oh well. All draws. You get to see everyone's decks. So I got a Gold Triad card pack and some MGP winnings. So fun little side objective if you want to do it. And if you make it out before the 15-minute mark, you could queue for another one. But I'm not going to subject you guys to that boredom because it's a lot of waiting around because, you know, it's with other players. So what card did I get? I got the Mother Mune card, but you could just buy triple Triad packs from this NPC over here. And there's like a whole bunch of like usually important quest NPCs or like spoilery characters. There's different card packs you could buy. So those are fun MGP dumps if you just have a whole bunch of MGP that you're not using. And then any doubles that you get, you could just sell back for a little bit of MGP. So yeah, there you go. The next gate will be in 5 minutes, and that will probably be the last gate that I do. What is the challenge log? Enter 3 Chocobo races. I'm not gonna do Mahjong. Fuck Mahjong. Any way the wind blows. That's another boss gate, basically. Are there any Kappas around here? Oh, it's Ultros. He's here. Imps, my buddies, my pals. It's very rare to see him, like, out in the open like this. I'm surprised he doesn't have his own little boss gate yet. It'd be nice if they, like, gave him his own little mini-game. You have a chance to see him in Air Force One. Along with Typhoon. Here's the Mahjong area. Nope. 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 Miss me with that shit. Whoa, are you Danny DeVito? Wah. I was looking for Kappas. Are there none here? I guess it's just Ultros hanging out. Or maybe they just kind of randomly spawn around. I don't know. Anyways, let's head down to the main event. You see a little bit of the exterior of the gold saucer. We're basically in a giant theme park in the middle of a desert, I'm pretty certain. There's the dreaming imp again. Everyone's waiting by the gate. Let me go check upstairs and see if there's any Kappas up here. Yeah, hey Asha. Welcome to the stream. Did I get my Cacpot last weekend? Yeah, I did. Okay. There's a major Cacpot too, where you can select 4 numbers. I always select Leet as one of my numbers. It did win one time, but I didn't. That was like before I was using this strategy. So there's like a bunch of winners that got 1,000,000 MGP in the fancy Chocobo ring because they just like have a habit of putting Leet. Eventually it'll happen. It'll happen again. I'll hit the jackpot in my lifetime. Probably not. Probably not. Wah. Ah, shit. Fell right into the fountain. So, with any way the wind blows, it's a lot less active than the Slice is Right, and it kind of has a solution to it. It's still completely random whether or not that solution will work. Because what the boss does is randomized, but there are some specific spots that if you stand in, the likelihood of you getting hit by his attacks is significantly lower. You're frozen in place every time too, so you can't like actively move around to avoid them. Here we go. Now I'll show you guys where I like to stand. So I like that crystal over there and that staircase, so I know I'm usually like I stand directly across from it. On this little divot on the ground. And we'll just put it up to luck and see, do I win or do I get blown out of the arena? Look at that little guy. Making really good use. Oh my god, he's a Luigi. You see people use these glams a lot. Ah, we're being covered by a Kappa. My Mario brethren. Actually, no, it would be my Mario enemies because Wario and Mario, what are they? They're not exactly like good sportsmen. They kind of like they were active antagonists, but like they kind of got their own like. Wario did steal Mario's castle at one point. Charlie Day entered the ring. Alright, am I gonna have good luck or am I gonna have bad luck? Come on, start, start. I'm antsy here. I need to see. Did I win? Did I win? I don't know the Mario and Wario lore, like if they're maybe actually cousins or not. The thing with stuff like that is like there's always made up bullshit that's like only in the localizations. But then that counts as canon later on. Depending on what the... Oh, everyone over there just got fucked. He doesn't get any cool boss music or anything, though. This is one of the older Fates. I mean Gates. Not Fates. Ooh, good thing I didn't stand over there. Okay. We're 2 out of 5. We're looking good. We're looking good. Oh, oh. Am I touching the ring? Shit, I need to move up just a little bit. Oh, well. You could do it, Luigi. No! Okay. Final round. Does that other stack get blown off? Yep. That's a very unfortunate, like, all the major spots pretty much got hit that I would stand at, but there's still a higher chance that you'll generally win if you stand in those spots. Okay, let's see what the next gate will be, but leap of faith again? Nah. Let's do another Chocobo race, just to close things out. Hopefully it's a different track, but I think everyone chooses Sagoli Desert because it is generally the fastest, shortest track. There's no point to do a longer track if you're just trying to grind it out. Yeah, it's Sagoli Desert again. Wham. You can always see what item you're getting next. So sometimes you can strategically use that to your advantage. Get fucked. I can do it, I can do it. Confuse him, confuse him. Oh, that guy's like saving the thorns right for the end. Okay. Hug the inner ring, and then... Okay, he ran out, he ran out. Okay. So I got second place. Not bad, not bad. Not first place. Fire Emblem. All these Chocobo names are randomized too. So like, that guy managed to like get his Chocobo named Fire Emblem. Okay, to the races. This Mario Kart looks weird. It's the most jank of all Mario Karts. Alright. Has the gold saucer driven you insane yet? Oh, there's my Final Fantasy XIV wife. Okay, so I am going to go... Let's go to the Old Reliable, my favorite area to usually like just hang out in and test a new map. Why am I a Wario? Because it's the Make It Rain event. It's all about gold. It's all about coins. It's all about treasure. So the mounts you could get from the gold saucer include the Kokapur Colossus. This is like one of the main mounts that I wanted. It's absolutely adorable. When I first started, I was like, I gotta get this. I mean, maybe when I returned to the game, not when I first started. Gold Saucer didn't exist when I first started the game. But when I came back to it later on, Gold Saucer was already like something that existed. And then, what are the other ones again? The Archon Throne. So if you want to get yourself a neat little chair, this is another one. Get your little booster seat. This is one of the high MGP reward ones. It's very obnoxious, but for a good reason. It's got its own little custom flying animation. It sprouts a bunch of balloons. It's got little goofy sound effects running around. Even when you're in walk mode, it like makes little squeaky noises. Yeah, let me turn the music off so I can like demonstrate this properly. It's great. It's just a whole ass gold saucer itself as a mount. Because everything's built on a giant Sabatender in the desert. Where are those other mounts? Sorry, I have to go through and find them all because I have so many mounts at this point. This was from the Fall Guys event, which was like Gold Saucer related in a way. Remember that event? That was a fun little stream though, honestly. A lot of people were interested to see like, what the fuck did they do with Fall Guys in Final Fantasy XIV? This is also a MGP reward from Nier. They couldn't like figure out a way to just give this to you in like the raid, I guess, so they made you buy it off the vendor with MGP. So it's always worth it to have some MGP on hand, because some event mounts might be tied to spending MGP. The Blackjack. This seats 4 people in it. You buy this with MGP. I think it's the most expensive reward at like 4 million MGP right now. It's basically like an airship mount. I'm trying to remember. I think this is the airship in Final Fantasy IV, I think. I can't remember entirely. Let's see. The Regalia Type G from the Final Fantasy XV event was this was exclusive to, you had to buy it with MGP, I think. I thought I had myself set to busy. And yet I still got a whisper. I'll have to see. It's probably very small. I don't know if like did it unset me from busy? No. Sorry, I'm like, where is that fucking turtle? Oh yeah, Typhoon. He's another mount you could get. Blackjack is from Final Fantasy VI. Okay. Fake fan alert, fake fan. He doesn't know all the little intricacies of every single Final Fantasy VI. Bunga. Yeah, all little MGP rewards that you can get. You can get the Fenrir as well. He used to be the most expensive mount, not anymore. But he has this cool little frosty ice effect. I hope the texture update maybe fixes how ugly some mounts look. Some models could definitely use a little bit of sprucening up to look better. Some are like very pointy and angular, but they were designed in times where they had to make sure shit would run on a PS3. And so they're kind of ugly as a result. That's the unfortunate thing with Final Fantasy XIV is it has to work on consoles, and consoles hold everything back, in my opinion. This is like the very first gold saucer mount right here. This is just a tortoise. And when they added flying to the game, they're like, how do we make a tortoise fly? Well, why not make it a Gamera reference? Whoa, woo. This mount will actually like make you dizzy looking at this. How the fuck are you reaching the pedals? Oh, that's the thing about Lalafels is they don't reach the pedals at all. Oh, I didn't mean to jump into that, but whatever. We can ignore it. As you can see, I'm not reaching the pedals at all. Oops, zoomed in too much. Don't worry about it. Don't question it. This is how Lalafell drive. We just put a fucking brick on the gas pedal and go. And then our car could like... We have some minor adjustments. Whoa. What time is it actually? We'll head back to the gold saucer. You guys are familiar with the Yokai Watch NPC if you watch the Final Fantasy XVI collab stream where I'm like, alright, let's talk to the NPC for like a total of 5 seconds and like get our only reward accessible. You can't even see the weapons on them through normal means because like this is like such an old jank event. But it just happens to take place in the gold saucer as well. So there's like currently 3 events going on at the same time. Where is it? Under collections, Yokai Medallion. See all the little funky Yokai Watch characters you can get during this event. And where to equip them and go grind for weapons out in the fields by doing fates so you could get the weapon associated with them. It's too much of a pain in the ass to showcase the weapons, so I'm not even gonna really bother. But if you're a fan of Yokai Watch, in which I was, but like, it kind of died in the United States, it didn't take off, they kind of took forever to localize the games, and now anything that comes out is generally Japanese exclusive once more, and so it's just harder to enjoy the series as a Western fan that does not speak any Japanese or read Japanese, so it is what it is. Level 5 kind of burned the franchise into the ground, drove it into the ground, got people exhausted and tired of it. As they do with most of their IPs, I've come to learn. But it really is crazy that there was a part of history where Pokemon started falling out of favor and that Yokai Watch was actually dominating the market. And that's when Game Freak had to really step up their game. And that's when they made Pokemon Sun and Moon, which ran a little bit like shit on the 3DS, but still wasn't that bad. I think they were still pretty solid Pokemon games compared to like everything we got afterwards. Sun and Moon was like the last time Game Freak truly tried with a Pokemon game. and their plots and their graphics and like trying new things, I guess. I still didn't like the fact that we didn't have traditional gyms. That kind of sucked. I wasn't really a fan of the island trials, honestly. But those two games were basically a result of Yokai Watch domination in the market, and Nintendo being, well, not Nintendo, but Game Freak being, we have to do something. We're being destroyed by Yokai Watch, and Nintendo's kind of like eyeing Yokai Watch as like, you're our new golden child. We like you. You're making us a lot of money. You're selling a lot of 3DSs. But nowadays, I think you could play the first Yokai Watch on phones. It's not that complex of a game, really. I've talked a lot in the past of like why Yokai Watch doesn't really translate well to a Western audience. I applaud them for keeping a lot of the Japanese culture stuff intact, actually, though. And I prefer it that way. But if they're hoping it would be gangbusters and sell a lot of money and be the next big Pokemon in the United States, they lost that bet pretty hard. Now no one cares about Yokai Watch. I mean, plenty of people care about Yokai Watch. It lives on as a Final Fantasy XIV event in which everyone gets the ugly minions and then they go, "Ugh, I hate that dog thing. What is that?" Jin Maken is like it's a more modern yokai where it's just a dog with a human face. But if people aren't well studied on yokai, they don't know that. They're just like, what the fuck is this thing? It's terrifying. I hate it. It's so disgusting. A man-faced poodle who enjoys scaring people, frightened by a poodle with a man's face. Doggone it. They renamed him Mangy Mutt in... That's also the thing about the Yokai Watch in America, is I think they had to like replace a lot of them with puns. I'm trying to remember. I think they just called him Jin Maken in the Japanese version, but they had to Americanize everything in Yokai Watch, so Jibanyan got to keep his name, because that's like renaming Pikachu. You just don't do that. After being run over, Jibanyan was bound to a busy crossroad where he spent his days taking revenge on any passing vehicle that stood in his way. He's a very funny design, and a very smart one too. Because generally, a cat yokai needs to live like 100 years, and then like of old age it'll just kind of like turn into a yokai and whatnot. And so he has that little grandpa band that a lot of older Japanese men will wear, and you see a lot in like anime and cartoons, like the dad or the grandpa character wearing this little belt around them. So it's like a little pun on like a cat yokai basically being 100 years old. But also, it simulates being run over by a car tire, because it has, you know, it kind of looks like that too. And he is in the anime, in the game, he is killed by being run over by a car. But it's like a double joke, and it's actually really smart. His design is like kind of like fucking brilliant for that, but it doesn't get enough credit. Fucking this fucking thing again. Hey, Lord Cynic. Every leap of faith has just been this fucking track. I hate this so much. I got the perfect RNG, I think, for last year's Make It Rain stream, because I got the showcase pretty much, I think, every single gate. And I think I may have gotten the showcase, like, all the different leap of faiths, but this is like the only one that they want to keep giving me. Let me actually be able to see. Oh shit, I almost fell. Okay. Ah, shit. I can't end the stream until I beat this, though. Wah. Wario hate platforming. Wario only like mini micro games. It's kind of tragic that I like WarioWare a lot, But it's kind of tragic that Wario just doesn't get new games anymore. He's been pigeonholed into the minigame variety of games now, rather than like being his own platforming character. The last true Wario game we got was Wario Land Shake It for the Wii. And that was animated by the people who did Professor Layton. It was a really beautiful game. One day, hopefully, I'll get to stream it. I really just need to get my Wii U hooked up, because I have it. I could just, like, play it on legit hardware and everything. Pretty much gonna have to do that with a lot of Nintendo stuff, because, you know how Nintendo is. We got news of just today that potentially Nintendo hit another big website that had a lot of Nintendo games on it and got over 700 things taken down. So going forward, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to find things, but then again, probably not too difficult to find things. I don't know. Definitely don't go around the internet and download games illegally. That's bad behavior. You'll get in trouble. Don't do it. Buy all your video games. Ugh. Scary jumps. Okay. Gold touched. We could go for the gold now. Wait, where is it? I hear it, but I don't see it. Where is it? Oh, it's okay. It's up there. It's up there. I'm getting like sensory overload with this map of like how shiny and like vibrant everything is. Man, they really want to make you work for this one. If it's elevated high like this, it's pretty easy to jump. I fell. Okay. Well, we're not getting the gold trophy, but it don't matter. It don't matter. None of this matters. They need to give me stuff to get with MGP before I start caring about MGP again. I have everything the gold saucer could offer. Okay, let's find a good place to end this. Why not right here? Let me just throw some coins. G-pose. Turn on my character lighting. There's an option to just turn this on like all the time. I really should just like maybe have that turned on. I don't know. I feel like it just might mess with some cutscenes though, which is why I don't do it. Okay, I definitely know my transitions seem to be a little bit laggy compared to usual. That might be with like Final Fantasy though. I don't know. I don't know. I hope it's not time to upgrade to a new PC. I certainly hope not. It's very expensive to do. So yeah, that was the Make It Rain event for 2024. A very short story event, but like I said, this is like the only Final Fantasy event where past the story you could actually care about the event, because all your gains from any MGP source are basically well, not doubled, but like 50% gains. So now's the best time to grind up those MGP coins and get whatever you want. Whatever mount you're chasing, whatever minion you're chasing, whatever glamour you're chasing. You want to have bunny ears, you want to wear the bunny outfit? Well, good news for you, anyone can wear those. Man or woman, so... The day that they patched that in, like, everyone was going crazy. Everyone could wear the bunny outfit. Or was it always that way? I can't remember, it's been so long, but I feel like that used to be, like, woman-only attire at first, but then they're like, no, that's dumb, let everyone wear it. Because then everyone gets the shitpost. You get like these hulking, masculine, Rogadin dudes in the fucking bunny outfit, and it's the funniest shit. Or at least it used to be the funniest shit. Now it's just basically normal behavior. But then again, I'm on Balmung. Nothing on Balmung is normal behavior. We are the cesspit of the entire game. Everyone makes fun of Balmung players. We're all freaks. We're all weirdos over here on Balmung. But you get to see a whole lot of like roleplay events, and like just the other day I went out to a area in the open world, and then suddenly there's like hundreds of people around. Like, what the fuck? But they all had the roleplay tag on, so I was like, oh, it's like an open world roleplay that I just randomly stumbled into. And it's little moments like that that are nice. Like, yeah, basically like that's the other side of Balmung is the ERPers. If you ever see characters that are like level 2 gladiators, those are basically the ERPers, or like people that have just like beaten every challenge in the game. They've beaten every ultimate, they've cleared every extreme, they have nothing left to do. They, you know, they wet their whistle on the side. They don't give a fuck. But hey, that's what attracted me to Final Fantasy XIV, is just like how alive this server felt compared to like every other server I played on. It used to be only like Aether Data Center and Primal Data Center, but then for Shadowbringers they created a third data center called Crystal, and sadly secluded Balmung off onto it because Balmung used to be a very exclusive server only a few could get into. There was a window in which you could never make a new character on Balmung, and to transfer into Balmung also was a limited window. So when that window opened up, everyone went to transfer to the server because everyone wanted to be on Balmung. It had roleplay, it had an active community, it had is basically the heart of all socializing in Final Fantasy XIV. But that was also an issue with balance of populations and whatnot. So now we're secluded on Crystal. Crystal is kind of a meme data center. Did that kill it? No, we're still basically the heart of all socializing on Final Fantasy XIV, but it did help spread roleplay and like all that to other servers because a lot of people jumped ship. They wanted to leave Balmung, and understandable. I'm just gonna stick with it, even if it's a sinking ship, because I have 2 houses on Balmung, and I have to play this game for the rest of my life. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, Balmung just used to be a very exclusive server. As much as it's memed on, it's still, I think it's a really good server. Aether just has all the hardcore raiders. So everyone wanted to be on Aether because 1, hardcore raiders, 2, Balmung for ERP and roleplay and socializing and all that. So you could just like play with other players on other servers as well, and that was as long as they share the same data center, it was fine. But nowadays, we have, you could visit other realms on the same data center, and now you can visit other data centers, so it doesn't really matter anymore. Anyone could get into Balmung. It's not a gated community anymore, basically, if that's the proper way to put it. If you're on Aether, you could hop over to Balmung for a bit if you're bored. A lot of server improvements, new systems were added, and yeah, anyone could come here. But why would they want to come here? It's like being in a freak zoo. Do you want to watch a bunch of weirdos, like half-dressed weirdos, have sex with each other? Come on over to Balmung. Anyways, let me see who's on. Let's head out to the front porch. So, pretty short stream today. Most Final Fantasy XIV streams are short, but it's always nice to see people taking some interest. in the game. And my streams are like always kind of like, yeah, an introduction to certain elements of the game. Tell you how it works out. How to feel about, like, how to do certain things. You could get your own opinion on how to feel about it, basically. Uh-oh. One of my friends is learning Savage Raids. Oh no. Rest in peace, you poor soul. But sadly I've already raided her a few times, so I'm gonna send you guys over to... Who can I... there's a lot of good choices today on where I could send you guys. Like, I'm not sure, like, what game looks interesting to me. I'll send you guys over to... I don't think I've gotten to raid this, one of my old friends yet. So check out Crucia. And, I'll see you guys around. So, okay. Okay. Proper outro. Remember Rick. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for lurking. If you're following me over at YouTube and watching the VODs through there, and also on Twitch, thank you very much as well. I appreciate all the support. And it sucks today that we had a minor blip that probably destroyed the VOD for this stream on Twitch, but it'll definitely be up on YouTube later for anyone who cares. And have a good rest of your day, rest of your night. It's Wednesday, my dudes. 2 more days until the weekend. Hang in there. And yeah, take care. Oyasumi. Good night. Farewell. Until next time. Bye bye.